It was the one that you sent.
Let the kids listen to that one that I just sent from Ice Cube too though sometime.
Okay.
He just put that fresh off the press yesterday.
Gary's father is one of the top investors of St. John's Hospital. He can actually help me get that director job of real future. You, low-life slime ball waitress, let's face it, you're just tracking me down.
So you proposed to her with my ring? Pearson, what the fuck? You're disgusting.
No one was gonna marry you anyways.
No.
Yo, check your mic. Let's test these levels.
Check.
Okay, word. We got the sound. Let me know when the break's coming in.
Nah, there's no break. I'm just gonna go straight through.
I kick that shit.
Heaven sent, I can prove this. Any crowd, turn me up loud. KR will move this. Long before Eazy-E, this MC, he was ruthless. Kicking rhyme, spitting rhyme, written rhyme, freestyle. I do's this. Who's this? You don't know me, homie. I'm the one and only. I turn your tool into a toll. Tell you you owe me. You ain't gotta go to the past to know me, homie. I'm KRS-One. My power is now. Eckhart Tolle. These rappers are bony and lonely. I'll catch them coming out of Shoney's. I don't Oscar or admire, they baloney. No phony. I spit for the time from the mind. So when I spit off the head, of course I'm ahead of my time. Yes, I'm better with rhyme, and it's evident I'm the lyrically benevolent kind. This you never gonna find. I'm spitting plenty medleys. This is work, not a job. Rappers are crying like a boss in reverse. They solve. That's when they get robbed and disappointed. They not anointed, get them set up like an appointment. I spit the same heat you like to joint with. Fire, spit the truth, no liar. Heaven sent, this is higher. The mic cooks, I write books. The heavyweight champion. The song becomes a knockout with the right hook. I'm raw, meaning not cooked. These fake rappers' heads are down, cause in the face of KRS, they do not look. 40 cal style, rap-a-pum like big drums. When I heat up the club, the 420, it's done. Light up the cheech with the chung. I teach when I come. Knowledge reign is supreme. What these rappers speaking is dumb. It's a treat when I come. I'm not what you used to. I'm the return of Khufu all over these tracks like choo-choo. I'm the guru. So when my teaching premieres, it's gangstar. Hitting you and your man in the same car. These whack rappers, fuck who they are. KRS is like a hooligan. Hitting them all with the same bars. Hooligans hitting them with the same bars. Your whack style just ain't ours. Venus to Mars. I'm teaching with bars, spitting these bars, but youngins under 21 can't even get into these bars. So I don't blame them if they not seeing these bars. Cause when I hit them with my universe, all they seeing is stars. Speaking of bars, when I spit one, you can see it's all about impact over an income. The big one, multi-directional and exceptional. 10 of my first 20 albums are all collectibles. You feel the heat when I'm next to you, truly legendary. Underground, undetectable, and revolutionary. Most of what's going on today, you know we knew already. I tried to teach our people, but poverty, it took too many. It shook too many. We can see what a curse is. So I re-emerge to show these youngins who the first is. The minister, frying rap chickens like churches. And the worst is seeing your temperature taken by nurses. IV bags, your family picking out hearses. It's like you at the Barclays Center, you won't survive these verses. Sprite means spirit, so I obey what my thirst is. The whole planet, so-called Earth, is what my turf is.
Hold up. Yo, I got this. Yo, this is about to be fire. Levels is on point. You sound good out here. Let's get this project started.
Oh boy, cut something nice with it.
For real. Fire.
I dig that Sankofa bird, Gerald.
Really?
That motherfucker right.
Sorry, down. Peace. Sorry about that, family. Hey, man, welcome to Sankofa 180 Degrees. Hey, man, we had the children's book read again. Once again, we're back at it. Thanks for joining us, man. This is going to be another part of Kemet 101. This is going to be continued, and it's a continuance. We're still on chapter 1, but we're going to finish up chapter 1 here, and then we'll stop it after that, and then we'll move on to chapter 2 next on the next children's book read. Man, how's the family, man? I hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget, man. I'm telling you, man. These children's book reads are very, very important to our history. Our kids need to know this history. They need to keep this history and push it on and carry it on further, right? So all I'm saying is, family, just our history is very, very, very important. The brother Gerald, man, I had he posted something. And you know, my man got some immaculate posts, man. I mean, you unbelievable, man. But the brother, he had a post that it had a saying, it had a shared it. Hold on, my bad. Hold on, I got it. I'm a
You got it?
I got it. I'm gonna read it out, man. I'm gonna read it because I mean, it's tough, man. You know, let me see.
Ourselves in that way. You cannot show me.
Hold on, family. Let me get it. Just give me a second.
When the new feet of the fam happen to me here, Brother Gerald, they are in it, happen to me on the Sunday children book reading, happen to me here with Isaiah and Nico. And let's introduce myself here, Jamie. Sorry, let's host. Hello.
My man. Hey, Nico, where you at, my man? Nico the Lion. What up, boy? What up, Isaiah? What up, Isaiah?
Hey,
How you doing over there, man? You good?
And I can't find it, man. But it was real sharp, man. It was slick. I mean, all of his posts are slick, man. But anyway, family, it's important that we hold our history, man, and keep our history, man, and don't let our history be taught by no one other than ourselves, man. We can't let another people teach our children our history. It'll always be tainted. Always be tainted. All right, it'll never be 100% correct. So what we focus on is trying to give you the 100% correct history. All right. So what we're gonna do, man, is we're gonna introduce, man. We got to not introduce, but peace to you, Gerald. Peace to you, King. Peace. How you feeling, man? Go ahead and tell them. Talk to them.
Happen to me here. You know, like I said earlier, happen to always be here on the children book reading and ready to move forward. Don't want to keep them too long. That's all, that love.
That's right. And peace to you, King.
Yeah, I think Jamie talking about my post and not Gerald's post.
Mm.
Don't you agree, Isaiah? He's probably talking about one of my posts, right? Hey man, big ups to Sankofa 180 degrees and what these two kids, man, provide for us on the first Sunday of every month, man, is opportunity for other children to hear some real history, man, real events from real locations instead of that watered down stuff that is so propagated, especially during these orange gump times. So, you know, big ups to you too, youngins over there, always willing to show and prove, man. We really appreciate it, man. So, you know, we get down Fridays for the open mic conversation, and Sundays, man, we gotta get back on reading our Purdam Maru, and that's some real thick stuff, man. I don't want to take that for granted, those teachings, but we do that on Sundays for sure. So I'm sure we'll do it next Sunday. If somebody comes in, then we'll, you know, have an open mic conversation on Friday, or maybe we'll read the Purdam Maru. But either way, we're gonna get down with Afro-centered information. So That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays via Zoom, and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for any of the sessions on Sunday, whether it's the children's book read or our presentations at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom, and you can also watch it on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and come participate sometime. Peace.
Yeah, he's reading. You better know it. You're right here and listen. Oh, turn it down. I mean, oh, that's you there. Pause.
Pause what?
Pause.
Wait, what boy? What boy? That boy got a deep voice.
What? No. All right. Hey, okay. So hold on for a second, family, because I gotta switch systems real well. No, I don't. No, don't. All right, listen, man. So go ahead, Isaiah. Oh, I want to introduce, I mean, not introduce, but Nico. Say hi to him, Nico. Tell him what's going on.
Hi.
Where you at, Nico? I can't see you, my boy. There's my man. Oh, he lined up tight too. Dang. Y'all killing me with that good hair, man. That
Hey,
hair,
never mind, babe.
them lines, man. Everybody all lined up. Man, y'all looking good.
Hey, yeah, man, they trying to keep up, man. Keep up with their hair dudes. You know, Nico got a fresh cut. Show me, can you show me your cut? Yeah, Nico got a nice fresh cut too, man. You know,
Yeah.
he keep his nice and fresh a little bit.
Yeah, both of them riding right.
Yeah.
Isaiah got a little bit to blow in the wind.
yeah, he like that. He like that haircut. Yeah, but yeah, family. So listen, man. Without further ado, I don't want to hold these guys long, man. You know, they got things that they like to do too, man. So I don't want to hold them up, man. Zaya, I appreciate you reading, buddy. You are the best. Nico, I appreciate you joining. And your turn gonna be next time. It's gonna be your read, buddy. That's right. All right, man. So hey, man. No further ado, man. Kemet 101.
Oh yeah. Let me see that front page real quick one more time. The cover. Oh yeah, that's dope. All right.
Hold on. So let me do this real quick before they try to.
Oh, cool, daddy.
Strike because my kids ain't got permission. All right.
There they go.
Here's another one. Okay. I just want to know. Just know that he has permission from his dad. Okay.
That's right.
His dad. I'm his dad. Just so you understand. Was that YouTube and whoever else that's responsible for taking my stuff down, our stuff down. All right. There we go.
And we unks. We unks for sure.
Hold on. Let me go back around here and let you know that it's still me. Hold on. So, one time. Yeah. I just want to.
Who is the author of that book?
Hello.
Show the author of the book again, Isaiah. A little higher. A little closer. Move your thumb, Perry, a little higher. See it, Gerald?
Perry,
Perry Kepra Kyles, PhD.
Okay.
Perry Kepra Kyles.
All right.
Right.
I think he's from Houston.
He from Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a PhD, man. I you know, and I read through it, man. He yes.
Yeah, he was learning under me at one time.
Okay. Yeah, see there? See there? Yeah, that's tough right there, man. See there? Look at that family. We got real teachers over here. Straight up. We got real teachers over here, family. All right, man. I don't want to hold y'all up, man. Yeah, Gerald, that's good recognition, King. Yeah. Hey, all right, son, go ahead, man. I'm done.
I believe these pyramids symbolize the primeval mound. The mound.
Hold up a second. You got an echo back there, so you can't hear his voice that good.
You got it on pause, and then I need you to send your volume all the way down.
You don't let them. Apple doesn't let you do that. All right. The mound from which life sprang forth, or their people originated in Nubia. I saw mountains, rocks, and rocks that looked pyramidal in form. The water in the above images would have been much lower before building of the Aswan Dam. This would likely give a greater pyramidal effect. I strongly believe that the physical environment of this sacred region of Upper Kemet had an architectural influence on the establishment of the pyramids in Kemet.
Right. Is that camels back there?
No.
I see it.
There's no camels. The primeval mound of their origins. Another is that they were portals of sorts to the next realm of existence. I believe that there is a significance to the latter two propositions. Position. Yeah, that. And the answer would be a combination of these two. I believe this due to the reverence in which committees showed to the highland areas such as Abydos and the pyramidal shaped natural rock constructions in Nubia. What made the community successful state builders? From a technological, spiritual, and cultural standpoint, no civilization has surpassed what the communities were able to achieve. Foremost, they performed a very stable, meaning that they were able to provide for themselves sustenance, shelter, and safety. They had group cohesion not simply from the perspective of family, but from the perspective of community and society. They had a common goal, common leadership, and a common spiritual concept that guided them. It did not matter which historical epoch or which creation story was most common in the known. They all believed in divine order, which they called Ma'at. Another important aspect is that they were able to keep foreigners at bay. It is no coincidence that Kemet's intermediate periods, no, wait, yeah, intermediate periods were resulted from the presence of foreigners. Foreigners? Yeah, foreigners came in, had a destructive effect on the stability, stability of those societies. Also, they were high spiritual people who saw divinity in all life. The committee's spiritual outlook supported what we would. Huh? Oh, that makes more sense. The Kemites' spiritual outlook supported what we would today call free will, and certainly would have scoffed at the notion of a human being born in sin. This born in sin concept is consistent with the pragmatic nature of European cosmology. I think I said that right. Among the oldest human creation stories ever known to humanity is the Memphite theology. It is believed to have originated in the city of Memphis, Egypt, called Mennefer. Oh, that's not how you say that. Tell me what it is. What's that?
Menefer.
Oh, Mennefer by the Kemites. Ptah is the name of the creator slash god in the Memphite theology. In this conceptualization, Ptah also had a consort. She was a deity by the name of Kemet. There are many S E S-E-H-K-A. Get that. Sekhmet. There are many colorful stories related to the deity of Sekhmet. If you ever go to the Metropolitan or Brooklyn Museum in New York City, you will see several statues of what's that word again? What's that word again? Sekhmet. According to Kemetic mythology, Sekhmet was far from a damsel in distress. If you cross Sekhmet or practice unethical behavior, you had huh? Unethical behavior, you had a heavy price to pay, as the roadies were hard. Hey, how do you say this word in common? Well, these challenges are my favorite. Well, how you gonna learn from all time? Huh? Oh. You can't, that's not how you say there's no way to say it. That's how you spell it. Real. The fact that Hemites thought to depict the masculinized creator as having a feminine complement, such as of their worldview, far from the wow, what is this word? See, sometimes I think that these words don't even actually exist. Our vocabulary is so small that we don't normally use them.
Misogynistic.
misogynistic, misogynistic, misogynistic worldview that originated in the northern cradle. The Kemetic worldview recognized the divinity of men and women, and also acknowledged the necessity of unity, yeah, between them to create wholeness. They were not polar opposites, but two distinct parts creating one whole. Both biology and the metaphoricality. No, it's meta as in PHORICALLY.
Metaphorically.
Okay. Metaphorically, in the Memphite theology, creator created four pairs of Neteru or deities that can be thought of as aspects of the divine that exist within humanity, male and female. Wow, that's just great. Male and female. The first pair of Netheru was Nun and Nuit, or yeah, probably yeah, Nuit. Nun symbolized the primeval, what?
Primeval.
Yeah, primeval waters, while his feminine, female consort, Nunet, that's that, right? Symbolized formed matter, and her, her, no, it's her and then et. Yeah, right. Had boundlessness and boundedness. Cook, yeah, cook and cookette, darkness and light. Amen and almanac, that which is hidden and which is manifest. The important mythology. How can I say this word?
Mythological.
Yeah, that mythological story in human history is the Australian,
Correct. Assyrian.
Yeah, that Assyrian. Yeah. No, you.
Assyrian.
ESAR or something. Assyrian. Yeah. Assyrian resurrection, sometimes called the Osirian resurrection, in the version of the story that was popular in ancient Hippolis, Geb, and Hippopolis, Geb, and Newt. I can't say. What is it? Yeah,
Spell it.
Newt. All right. Symbolize the earth and the sky, respectively. Geb and Newt gave birth to two pair of twins, Set and what are these even words? What words can you make out of this? Like, come on, make any sense to me. Nephthys. People's words is weird. Nephthys. And other pairs of Asar and Aset. Asar is known as many people as Osiris, and Aset is known as many as Isis. The offspring Haru is known as Horus or Osiris, Isis, and Horus, and Greek corruptions of their original names. Asar assumed the position of king. What Asar symbolizes is our great potential for mastery in the crook and the flail.
Crook and the flail.
Yeah, flail.
Say it again. Crook and the flail.
Crook and the flail that he is often presented which symbolizes his aptitude for husbandry, including the farming of both plants and animals. According to Kemetic folklore, Asar traveled around the world teaching the science and civilization to the uncivilized. His brother Set, who symbolizes the lower self, was envious of Asar. He invited Asar to a banquet and offered a prize for the person whose body fits perfectly within a particular chest. He had already secretly taken Asar's measurements, and he knew that he would fit perfectly into that chest. Once Asar got into the chest, Set and his henchmen overtook Asar, permanently closing his chest and dumped it into the Nile. It flowed down the Nile River. When that chest was finally found, it was in the Middle East, in Syria. Syria. Ah, Asar's consort took it upon herself to find this chest, and says a lot about what they thought of a female role in society. She succeeded in finding this chest, explaining the situation of this Syrian king. She was able to acquire the body, however, Set got wind of it and took the body from a Set. Set then cut Asar's body into 14 different pieces. Set distributed his body parts to several different places throughout the Nile Valley. However, Set was determined, loyal, and focused. She found all but one part, which was his
Phallus.
phallus. That was eaten by catfish. He put those pieces of his body back together, and he put those back together and fashioned a phallus. The straddling of Asar resulted in the birth of Heru, in contrast to the biblical story of Eve and Doria of Greek mythology. In the northern cradle culture in general, she is cast as a determined ally of Asar, not the cause of his strife, 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 strife. Yeah, okay. Additionally, this story is the first immaculate conception story ever in human history, and also the first resurrection story. Ever. This myth has been borrowed by several religions, groups, and by
Read that
aspects
one part again. Read that last part again about the
of
Immaculate Conception.
immaculate conception story ever in human history, the first resurrection story ever. This myth has been borrowed by several religions, groups have by aspects of it changed in other religions to fit particular cultural norms. Semitic spiritual concepts have influenced many regions, particularly Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. The borrowings became very clear when the foundations of the Nile Valley civilization. Here's the picture.
You're doing a good job, man. Is that a camel?
Alright, so it's image of a Set and a Sar on a temple wall in Egypt.
Oh, sweet.
What are you shouldn't looking? Oh, my phone. Kemetic writings and compared with various scriptures, for example, the Book of Knowing the Creations, which was written millennia before the Bible, has a number of significant similarities with Bible mythology. The Book of Knowing all the Creation states that it is Ptah the Most Great who has given existence to all the divine powers and their essence through his heart, mind, and tongue. Whose God's whose Jesus God's something. Hey, Mom, you trying to help me out right there. I'm gonna tell you this word. This word looks like Tuesday or Thursday. That's all. I'm just losing it. Thus, it came to pass that the heart, mind, and tongue ruled all of the other members through teaching that Ptah is within everybody as heart and mind, and within every mouth as tongue. All of the divine powers of humankind, of cattle, all creeping things, and all living things, and he thinks as heart and mind, and command as tongue. Whenever he wishes Ptah's company of divine powers and art powers are before him, and teeth and lips, and and are the teeth and lips which establishes the names of all things, and from which came forth Shu, the powers of light and air, and of toughness. Yeah, I said that. The power of moisture brought into being the company of divine powers themselves. And thus we made every work and all crafts, the actions of the arms and hands, the motions of the legs, and the movement of every movement of the body according to the command which is conceived by the heart and the mind, brought forth by the tongue, which creates the usefulness and the foundation of the Nile Valley creation. No, wait, usefulness and action of everything. I don't know what the foundation things, it is said of Ptah's then, he is he who made all and created the divine powers. He is Taten, Tatenin.
Spell it.
TATEMIN.
Tanin. That's good.
I'm so smart. Tatenin, the rising lamb, who preceded the divine powers, and from the whom everything came forth, food and provisions, divine offerings, and every good thing. Thus it was recognized and understood that he is the mightiest of all divine powers, and after he had created all things in all the divine utterances, utterances,
Utterances. Yeah.
Ptah was pleased and rested. Let us compare this passage from the book of Genesis in the King James Bible. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form, the void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided light from darkness, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called light, and the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be." Let me not talk. Fireman and
Firmament. Firmament.
That's that. Permanent heaven. Permanent heaven.
Right.
Evening. No, the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let." Oh, I go back this way. Let the waters under heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, the gathering together of the water He called the sea. And God saw that it was good. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them, all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God ended His work which He had made, and rested on the seventh day from all His work which He had made. This is one of the countless borrowings of from the King James version of the Bible that was taken from the Nile Valley conceptualization of creation. According to the Egyptian mythology, Set and Heru also had a clash. This conflict had important cultural impl- I can say this word. Implication. Huh? No, it's implication. Implication.
Spell it again. Implications.
That implications. Wait, how do you say it? Implication. When Haru was a child, his mother Set had to hide Haru from Set. Throughout Kemet, there are various images bestowed of a Set hiding Haru in the papyrus bushes. As Haru matured to become a young man, he fought with his uncle Set. You can read a lot into the conflict between Haru and Set. It has been argued that the story suggests an issue of material meal. I'm about to crash out. Okay, so it's okay. I'm about to just come to you. Start giving up. Point. Matrilineal. What are these words, bro? Matrilineal versus in the patrilineal way of life. And of course, African societies practice the matrilineal way of life. It is birthed from the divine bloodline that gives you the right to rule in the matrilineal system. This conclusion is acceptable on one level. However, the significance is multi-layered. Once a deeper level is represented, it represents the multi-layered one. A deeper level, it represents the uniting, unite, uniting of the higher and lower self. Haru symbolizes the higher self, and Sen symbolizes the the more self-centered lower self. However, this instinct is necessary and is only destructive when it's corrupted or perverted, perverted, or for example, our desire to procreate is innate and divine. However, when it becomes perverted issues or sexuality or confused sexuality arise, also are divine to be self acknowledged, to understand our own power, our own divinity is innate in the divine. However, when it becomes perverted, the ego overtakes reason. This is a affliction, affliction clouds the judgment. This imbalance is harmful not only to the individual but to humanity in general. The balanced individual with the balanced Haru and Set instincts will be in tune with Ma'at. Right. So I know Uncle just saying is that a camel, but
That one is not a camel.
Okay, so it's it's a carving of Peru and Set in yeah. This don't even have any writing on it in the first place. Oh, that's good for me.
There you go.
Better not see this is a camel.
Not a camel.
So above is the pyramid of Unas, a fifth dynasty king. The 42 declarations of innocence were first found inside this pyramid. Let me got this other one.
Oh yeah, the judgment scene.
Oh, please don't say it's a camel. This judgment scene is from an artifact called the Papyrus of Hunnifer. Huh? Huh? Of Hunnifer. Hunnifer. Yeah, I said that. No, I did not say that. I just did show it. What are you talking about? That was the first thing I showed.
Yep, that's the judgment scene.
Yeah, you was judgment scene for not saying camel too much.
Right?
Yeah. But we got this one. Just a couple of words.
I think that other picture with the mountain on it was a camel's hump.
It was not camel. Okay. The Kemetic temple of Apet, Resti, is commonly referred to today as the Temple of Luxor.
Oh.
This temple and the Karnak temple were the universities of the day. Kemetic priests were the most knowledgeable community in the world until well after the collapse of ancient Egypt. They lived a highly disciplined life and provided ethical guidance for the society as a whole. Ma'at and the 42 declarations of innocence. The various norms were part, part, part particle, particle or peculiar,
Peculiar?
of that. I can't say
Go ahead
I
and
don't
say it. Try and say it. Peculiar. Peculiar.
peculiar
Correct.
stories that relate to the creation of humanity through the Neru, 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 Neru,
Netaru?
yeah, Neru, 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 Neteru in these stories were mostly the same. The stories were somewhat different, but what is the consistent consistent no consistent is the whole concept of Ma'at. Ma'at and the 42 declarations of innocence became known to us as in the modern world by the way of the pyramid of Unas in Memphis. Ma'at was the guiding principle of Nile Valley life, and the
What did it
the
say was the modern, what did the modern definition of it was? It was known in the modern world as what?
it became known to us in the modern world by the way of the pyramid of Unas
Okay.
in Memphis. Today, and Ma'at was the guiding principle of Nile Valley life and thought. Ma'at encompassed truth, order, justice, righteousness, harmony, and reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Go read those slow. Read those again.
Uh, my encompassed truth, order,
Encompasses.
yeah, encompassed.
Okay.
truth, order, justice, righteousness, harmony, and reciprocity.
Correct.
Another of the key sources that gives insight into the Kemetic spiritual concept is the Pert Imheru, which literally means the book of coming forth by day. This text was typically buried with royalty or the priestesshood. It consists of words of power to steer the soul in the afterlife. The Europeans refer to it as the Book of the Dead because it was buried with the dead. The judgment scene on the previous page is taken from the Peru book of coming forth by day of a new kingdom scribed by the name of Hunifer. 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 Hey, you try to tell me word there? I'm wrong somewhere. Hunifer is led by Anubis, the jackal-headed deity of the underworld, to Hall of Ma'at. No, Ma'at, 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 Ma'at. And seven Netheru says yes to Hunifer's entrance by the showing of the uncle, while seven vote no, failure to enter the halls of Ma'at, resulting in the loss of existence for the soul in contrast to the Western concept of eternal hellfire. The heart is in balance on the scale against the ostrich feather of Ma'at. The goal of every Kimite was to be coordinated with Ma'at. Interactions were consistent with various virtues. With the virtues of Ma'at, then your heart is on the left scale, which would not be heavier than that ostrich feather. That is on the right scale. Atop the scale is Ma'at personified as a woman with a feather on her head, according to the scene of Vishahuti, the netter who personifies knowledge and wisdom. The dissipation of composite or part animal, part human beings is the reflection of the natural environment around them. Still today, you will see the ibis bird whose beak inspires the Huti's beak, and the pen refers prevails with his heart lighter than the feather of Mahat, and is led by Haru into the halls of Mahudi. It is clear that the origins and orientation of the Kemites was southward. Additionally, it is clear that ancient Egypt was a part of a larger ancient Nile Valley cultural complex that began at one end of the Nile and had its greatest elaboration in the form of Kemet at the end. Murata Ashby.
Muwada Ashby. Dr. Muwada Ashby.
So I said that one word, or two words.
Doing good.
Egyptian yoga. Ashby is a foremost scholar on the subject of Kemetic spirituality. This text gives excellent introductory information on the subject. Jacob Carpenter's essays in ancient Egyptian studies. This book offers a nicely written account of the two cradle theory in the concept of Ma'at. Also read his other two books entitled MDW, Nature, Divine Speech, and tele, tele, intellectual warfare. Warfare. Charles Finch, the star of Deep Beginnings, and the focus of this book is science during anti-quality in continental Africa. It is a superb book. Joseph Ben Consolin, wise guy. Black Man of the Nile. This book is densely packed with information. Huh? It said Joseph Ben and George, no, Dr. Ben, Black Man of the Nile. This book is densely packed with information on the Nile Valley and the park, which every adventurous student should read each page of this text. Ivan van Sermeta, Egypt is revised. This book is comprised of essays by several experienced researchers on Nile Valley history and culture. It is a foundation of information. Robin Walker, when he ruled, this text addresses in great depth many of the most important issues related to our history. Almost end. Final page.
You're doing a good job, Isaiah.
Final page was.
So that was the end of that chapter, family. The brother gave quite a few references and books to go get. Muwatta Ashby, Egyptian Yoga,
Charles Finch,
Jacob Carruthers' essay in the Ancient Egyptian Studies, Charles Finch, The Star of Deep Beginnings, Yosef Ben Yakinen, Dr. Ben, Black Man of the Nile, Ivan van Sertima, Egypt Revisited, and Robin Walker, When We Ruled. So those are some books that the brother is referencing, man, and some good books to get, family. I just wanted to point that out.
So I read the part.
So Isaiah, you there?
And when they're talking about the Egyptian Book of the Dead or the Book of Coming Forth by Day, Per M. Haru, right? Dr. Muwatta Ashby. That is the book that we are currently reading now, family. So if you ever want to come and join, we're reading that book as we speak. So every Sunday, besides the first Sunday every month, we are reading this book. We read, okay? So if you guys want to join, you are all welcome to come and join us in reading this book and getting an understanding of the Per and Haru. Okay. Okay, so and it's a good book, family. You can't. It's a lot of just so much information in there, man, and you just can't go wrong by reading it.
So you want me to read the first part of the second chapter?
No, we're good. No, that's it. That's the end. We're done. We're gonna go to that.
So Isaiah, I wanted to tell you, Isaiah, that you're learning this. How old are you?
But I just wanted to point that out, family. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to share with Isaiah that. How old are you, Isaiah?
13.
So you learning this at 13. I learned it at 53. That's a big advantage, man. Big advantage.
What do you say?
I said that Isaiah learned it at 13. You must be 11, right, Nico?
No,
11.
Yeah, so Nico, you learning this at 11, and I learned it at 53. So you guys got a big advantage, man. You got an early start. Thank you. You did a great job reading, man.
Good job.
And that book is not an easy book to read, family. It's kind of, you just gotta know that. I guess you just gotta know the terms, but it's a good book. We got it, and we're gonna push through it. Perry Kepra Kyles, that's a PhD. Brother that the brother Gerald personally knows, did some, they y'all studied together, right? Gerald, or he studied, what happened, how that worked? Oh wait. Yeah.
He'll be back on.
I don't know if he's there right now. But anyway, man, yeah, I just wanted to say, thank you, Zell. Good job, man. Nico, thank you for joining. Good job. You guys, anybody want to say something?
I want to say something just real quick. Eric just sent a message for Isaiah and Nico that he's sorry he missed the reading. He's not feeling well.
I'll be
Okay.
Feels better.
All right, I'll send him that message from you guys.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, so listen, guys, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Thank you for joining. Good job. And you guys, I know you guys want to get back to your games.
Hey, Nico. Hey, Isaiah, send me a video with you and Nico telling E to get better, and then I'm gonna ship it to him.
Wait, hold on.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, do that like when you get offline here, and then I'll ship it right to him. He'll rather hear it from you than me.
Huh?
Send it though. Dad.
Send it to your dad.
You send it to me. Yeah.
What's his name?
Eric James.
Big E.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I just wanted to say, family, that this book is giving some
You broke up, Jamie.
really good references, man. Good books to read. It's a good book, man. It's a good book. So when they're talking about how the Genesis took a lot of the borrowed the concept.
Get better, Eric.
How they borrowed a lot of the concepts from Kemet, and where people just refuse to acknowledge that, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, man. But when you compare these passages, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth, and then so he separated day from night. But you got to read the story, man, and find out if you separated day from night, and then find out what day fourth day or something. He created the sun.
He created the sun the fourth day.
I mean, so on the fourth day, he created the sun, but there was light here before the sun. I mean, it's just he planted, he created the vegetation before he created the sun. So I'm just trying to figure that, so we just got to pay attention to these stories, family. You got to pay attention to these stories, man, and see what do they even make sense? I mean, can we really, really take this serious? You know what I mean? I mean, just, when he's talking about, he created heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. You know what I mean? So, and then when you read our story, it's the same story, except for ours is thousands of years before they even was thought about. Yeah, so, we have the same exact story.
Yeah, and I think we had the sun in the waters, nurturing the vegetation.
Well, you always have Ra. You're gonna always have Ra.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I mean, it's wild, you know. It's really wild, man. But it's the same exact story. You know, the primordial waters, you know what I mean? And out of the waters come, you know what I mean? So
Right.
this is the same concept that we had. You know, we had this story first.
Right.
And then all these other places, all these other religions and the Abrahamic faiths, you know, adopted these same stories from our story. You know what I mean? but
Yeah. Yeah.
but they
We
don't
call
want
that
to.
biting.
They refuse to recognize that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, you just can't get around it. We had the same story. We got this story thousands of years before a Bible was even thought about. Before there was even people, you know, people they found, you know, they found this in the tomb of Eunice.
Right.
You know what I mean? They even give the date. They gave us a date of when they found it. You know what I'm saying? What no Jesus.
Right.
What none of that, man. It wasn't none of that, man. Wasn't none of that stuff, man. Wasn't no Allah. Wasn't none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm just saying we gotta really pay attention, fam. You know, to our story. This is our story, family. It's ours. It's our story, man. You know what I mean? Borrowed, taken. You know what I mean? Thought that we weren't gonna find out.
Right.
you,
Right.
you know, you see what I'm saying? They thought that we weren't
Yeah.
gonna find out, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me? They thought that we wasn't gonna find out, King. Like we wasn't gonna be able to figure this out. That we had this story way before y'all even thought about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wasn't
And it's
no
crazy.
Jesus, wasn't no Abraham, it wasn't none of that.
Yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
it's crazy how many people don't know. And then when you find out that cognitive dissonance kicks in hard, right? You know, so the information is out there though.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just saying, man, our history, it's so important, man, that we know our history, man. It's you just it don't it really don't, man. You just can't. I can't stress enough, right? I can't stress enough, man. I really can't, man.
Right.
I can't stress enough, man. For real, for real. You know, you know how important it is for us to know our history, man. Because this is just simple history. This is just simple history, man. It's just simple history that we're showing you here. Stuff that happened way before there was even a Bible written. You know, we talking about writings that's on the pyramids, man, in the pyramids inside, right? Talking about pyramid texts. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, these texts that's giving you the beginning, that's giving you the creation story, giving you, you know, and you can get the and I'm telling you that these creation stories are mythological.
Right.
The ones that I'm talking about, the ones that are from our people, they're mythological, man. And there's more than one. There's more than one. There's more than two, right?
Right.
Yeah, it just depends on who was writing, what scribe was writing at that time, what priest was writing at that time, right? It's all, but it's ours though. And what they did is they took it and tried to make it literal, and then trick the people into believing this stuff that is literal, that it really happened. No, man, this is our mythological stories
Right.
that's explaining that's explaining nature. That's explaining nature. That's explaining the nature rule. Nature. Neteru. They're explaining that. It's explaining Ra, the sun. It's explaining Tefnut, the moisture. Shu, the wind, air. They're explaining this. They're explaining life to you. They're explaining this, right? It's all explained, man. It's all explained right there, man. How it all became, how air came, how the sun came, you know, how the water came. That's all this is. That's what it's about. It's just explaining nature. It was a teaching tool to explain to us how nature worked and to revere this nature, because without all of it, your ass gonna die. Period. Can't live without the sun, Ra. Can't live without Shu, you know, water. I mean, air. You can't live without Tefnut, water, moisture. You know what I mean? You can't live without it. You're gonna die. So we revered it. We didn't worship it. And there's nothing wrong with worshiping. Worship it if you want to. Why? Because without it, you'll die. See, you can live without that Bible. See, you can't you can live without believing in Jesus. You ain't gotta believe in Jesus and you think you're gonna die. You still gonna live. But let that sun go out on your ass. Let that sun go out on your ass. Right. See what happened to you within days. Yeah, first you're gonna freeze to death. You're gonna freeze to death. You're gonna turn into a straight up icicle. You're gonna be an ice block. You're gonna just freeze right up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, fuck around and let the water go. Be without some water. You know what I mean? You might last, what you got in your fridge for 4 or 5 days. After that, boy, it's a wrap for your ass. I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Let the air stop. Stop. You can't breathe. Just let that stop. Yeah. You're dead. So that's why ain't nothing wrong with worshiping or revering nature. Since you saying that the Kemites, they worship too many gods. Them ain't gods. That's just nature, man. Definitely ain't a god. That's nature. That's where your water come from. Shu ain't no god. That's nature. That's your air. Ra ain't no god. That's the sun. That's what give you vegetation. Huh? Yeah. That's that will give you life. So listen, man, you can talk all you want, but reality is reality, man. When you get done with all that whatever they done told you and labeled all this, hey man, that's to keep you away from it. That's only to keep you away from it. Pay attention, family. Pay attention to this, man. Pay attention to this, man. All we talking about is nature, man. That's all this is, man. And history is it. Natural history, the natural world around us. That's what the hell we represent, man. That's what we study. The natural world around us. All right. So I'm just saying, family. That's all I got, man. Good show, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Join us, family. We here, man. What you think,
Man, I think he laid it down, man. He was reading what we just was reading out to Perdam Maru.
Huh, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. So that was really impressive, So I'm gonna hit you right after we get done. I got something to tell you real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Or I can tell you after we get off of here.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah, he did a good job, man. And like I said, man, we reading that same stuff out to Perdam Maru. And we went over, the higher and the lower nature and a number of the things that he read through, man.
That's
It's
right.
pretty impressive.
That's right,
Hey,
man. And like I said,
send me a
family,
picture.
just join us, man. This is we're gonna
Go ahead.
I
was just saying, send me a picture of that book.
Go ahead.
Send me a picture of that book cover so I can use it for our next month's reading. Bet.
The book cover. Oh, right there. What
Yeah.
Gerald got?
Yeah. Either one of you guys can send that to me.
You talking about the book that we reading?
Yeah, the one that the kids are reading. This one right here that Gerald got, Perry Kepler Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to be able to use it for
Okay.
the next month's reading.
Okay. Okay. Bet. For sure, man. All right, family, man. We're gonna blank out, man. Like, subscribe, share, man. Give us a thought. Let us know what y'all think. You know, like I said, family, you know, we ain't talking about nothing but nothing that we can't prove, man. We ain't gonna talk about nothing we can't prove, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Come on in, man, and if you know, and you know, just you know, come and join us, study with us, man. Come and build with us, man. You know, come on and build with us. We just gonna build. You know what I mean? If you got something, bring it, man. We with it, man. I'm always willing to learn. Always, man. I love learning. You know what I mean? Love learning, man. So come on and show something, man. Hey, Gerald, you back? I don't know if Gerald back, man. But like I said, fam, we're gonna go ahead and end this, man. You got anything else on?
No, man, I think it was a really good presentation, man. Really good. I'm really impressed by them reading Perry Kepler Kyle's that Kemetic 101. Really impressed by that, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna blank out, man. Hold on for a second. Hey, family, like I said, like, subscribe, share, and give us a comment, man. Let us know what you think. All right. We welcome it all, man. You know, shoot us a comment. Let us know what you think, man. We out.
Let me know when we clear.